The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
Come on. Yeah. Come on.
Somebody gotta say this shit, so piss a bitch. Fuck your government. I'm hesitant to holler out that I'm in. I represent hollow points and Mac tears. So don't think shots coming out of them. Last thing that you see is Nat Turner's grin. I'm a savage, not the average white boy, my friend. We ain't shooting. Fuck red, white, and blue. Earth they nerve like militias in the booth. Spit that word like the wisdom in the tooth. Get that herb like I need a blunt or two. Fuck y'all all, each and every one of you. You niggas wanna stay asleep. Fuck you motherfuckers too. All you niggas ain't loyal. Fuck the government soil. Bring heat to the planet to this motherfucker boil. There's no more talk. Through the grave y'all walk. I talk for the slave from the grave. It's war.
Peace, peace, and greetings, everyone watching, everyone listening. I am Irk the Nerve, aka Mr. Somebody. Everybody's somebody, and you are now watching. Somebody gotta say this shit. Tonight, yes, we got a motherfucking show tonight. We touching on my wheelhouse tonight, peoples. My wheelhouse is conspiracy theories, provable conspiracy theories. And one of the conspiracies that I have been studying for a very long time is the conspiracy to make society cashless. And with that being said, tonight's show was given to me, well, the title was given to me by Sense, co-host of Somebody Gotta Say This Shit, and subtitle was created by myself, and this is tonight's show: BTC, which is Bitcoin, GME, which is GameStop. Are you ready for a cashless society? Now, with that being said, there's a whole lot to be said on this subject, but we ain't about to say it right now. I got to introduce my man in the passenger seat, the motherfucker with the shotgun, ready to go. Ace Ill, please give me a favor. Cam up for me, man.
What it do, big homie?
What you say about it, man? How you been?
What's good with the peoples out there, man? What's happening, man? Salute to you, God.
Salute, salute. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Man, this your boy Ace Ill, man, checking in, man, from the shop, man. You know what I'm saying? This what it do, man. Y'all can catch me at, you know what I'm saying? Y'all catch me at Ill's World Podcast, man, every Saturday at 7 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Come in, join in, man. Shout out to my girl Dottie Stacks, man, for checking in on my interview, man, on my first show, which was a good damn show. You know what I'm saying? So y'all catch the rebroadcast on that too. But today, you know what I'm saying, we here to chop it up about this, you know what I'm saying, about this money. Talk about this Chinko, you know what I'm saying? Give my man Irk, y'all done really tapped into his world. This is what he do right here. He talk about this here. So, man, listen, what we're going to do, we're going to enjoy this conversation, man. We're going to put our mind on this money, man. We're going to talk about this bread. And see what's happening with this cashless society. What do you say about it, Irk?
Hey, man, you know what it is. We're about to have a great conversation.
Yeah.
But before
it's about money. We can't have no bad conversation about money.
Yeah. So before we have this conversation, like my man said, make sure y'all check out his podcast. What's that podcast called?
Man, Ill's World Podcast, man. And y'all hit these cash apps, man. When y'all see these cash apps, man, go ahead and keep it gangster, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what we on, man. Hit these cash apps.
We talking about
we about this money.
Tonight,
if y'all see these cash apps, we talking about money.
Come on now. And with that being said, real quick, I want to introduce y'all to my man properly and his new platform, Ill's World Podcast, real quick.
It's Ella. Hey, let's go. Bad bitch. I see you in the same fucking spot since I said bad bitch. Woo, you looking at a motherfucker like you wish I died, bitch. Woo, can't say that shit when a nigga ain't even lying, bitch. Ooh, roll that motherfucker blunt, I'm trying to get high, shit. Ooh, that's that drop on the beat, let me spit this fire, shit. Cool, you got a 16 under me, let's do it live, kid. Ooh.
Yeah. You
Man,
see
that's
it?
what it
Yeah,
is.
heard
Hills
it.
World Podcast, man. Get
Make
with
sure
it,
y'all
man.
go tune
Hey,
in, man.
hit them cash apps, man. We are out here about this money, man. If y'all think we ain't on this money, man, y'all on the wrong show today.
Now, with that being said, I want to get to my third co-host, my man with the pump. He gonna shoot it. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Jay Wall.
Yeah, it's your boy Jay Wall, aka Jay Wall the Jerk, aka Orange McKenzie, El Presidente of the UHOA, United Hard Hats of America Men's Club. Also the host of the United Hard Hats of America podcast every Sunday night around 8-ish. I can't say exactly 8 because we ain't started there yet. But we working on it, baby. We are working on it. One night, 8 o'clock, I'll be there. Just can't tell you when. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
We
sir.
come in when you,
Yes,
we
sir.
come in when you need us to, not when you want us to. You follow me? But
Yes, sir.
coming up this Sunday, just to let you all know, we have I believe I can go ahead and say that we do have a special guest co-host coming on. Very amazing young lady by the name of Cutie with a Booty. Now, when you spell it, when you go to find her on OnlyFans, it is cutie.with.a.booty. Make sure you spell it right to get where you want to go. If not, I can't exactly tell you who and what you're paying for without the dots.
Follow the dot.
You could be very mad at me if you don't dot it up. You follow me? Ain't my fault. If you end up on Bertha's page, that is your fault. You didn't fucking listen.
I don't even want no Jello now.
Yeah, but outside of that, pretty hyped about the topic tonight. Well, not exactly hyped, because anything that seems like it could sound like bad news, I don't know if I'm hyped about it, but I feel like it's going to be a good one, nevertheless.
Yes, sir. And with that being said, just like the treatment we gave to my man Ace Ill, we got to make sure that y'all understand my man's show. So, with that being said,
El Presidente! Woo! My God. Let's go. Yeah. United Hard Hats of America. If you a real man, motherfucker, stand up. Grace your cup, grab your nuts, that's your character. Hard hats around here is all we wear, bro. That's your call, big, call me J Wall. You can tear it up and I don't give a fuck, bro. We gon' man up, and if they ask who did it, we gon' stand up. Any motherfucker got a problem, put their hands up. Woo! You got something to say? Hit the app today. We greatly appreciate all the comments and the calls, so please be safe. Greet the show right, y'all. Hey, what we say now? You own.
yeah. You ho! United Hard Hats of America podcast. Understand?
Hey, your shit was raw. I like that shit.
And
Who
you
made
gotta
that shit?
understand, both of those episodes were made by Ace Ill Production, Ill's World Podcast. Make sure that you check out Ill's World Podcast. Make sure you check out United Hard Hats of America. And like my man Ill said, thank you very much, Dottie Stacks, for giving us a great interview on Ill's World Podcast. And Salute to that. And like my man Jay Wall said, make sure you follow the dots. Cutie with a booty. Put the dots in there. And
I did these two dots. I
The
put those
dots
two
are where I
dots
say
in
they are.
salute to everyone that's paying attention to what we doing. You see these three faces on the screen right now? Look at them real good. This is Three the Hard Way. Three the Hard Way. 3 podcasts on YouTube, and we coming at you. So when we get the oil on this machine really good,
Don't say we
ain't no
didn't
stopping.
warn you.
But understand, there's 2 more to the equation. Could my man, hey Trey, Adrian Richardson, please introduce yourself.
You gotta let me in, man.
I let you in. Show Cam up.
Yo, what's up, man? Yo, what's up, man? What's up, Adrian Richardson, man? Designer of the Peacock collection, man. This is my shoe right here. One of the finest shoes you're gonna find out there. It's Italian made. It's made in Italy by some dope ass artisans. What you need to do is you need to it's take you about 25 days to get these things, man. All of them different, man. If you want something that's hot, something that glows in the light, check them out, man. Don't they look so crisp and beautiful? Anyway, man, if you want to cop a pair of these, man, you can go to my Peacock collection, Peacock on Instagram. You can click on the link and you can order you a pair of these. I also have a lot of other collection in the collection, the Peacock 83Gs and the Peacock 20s. These things are hot. Go get you a deck. You're gonna love it. They fit well, they're made well, everything's different, man. You're just gonna love these shoes right here. I'm in love with them now, man. Sooner or later, you're gonna see the whole world rocking.
Yeah.
It's gonna take you 25 days to get these after you order. These ain't just some stuff coming from a warehouse just sitting on the shelf.
No, not saying like that. I want to know for myself.
Yeah, that's Italian.
Oh yeah, they hand stitched. They hand stitched. Italian leather, man. You know Italian leather is the best leather in the world, man. But what I'm telling you is these are hand stitched. Each one is different. They made by professionals. They've been doing these things for at least 20 years, man. When you get this shoe, man, you're gonna love it. It fits so snug, and the feel inside is beautiful, man. It's well made. Can't you tell? This right
custom
here,
made.
Believe it or not, man, this is gonna take fashion wear. It's custom made, man. And guess what?
Custom made for a tailor made.
It's a limited edition, man. There's not many people that got these, man. So if you a trend, you want fashionistas, man, get you a deck of these, man. You ain't got to walk around worried about everybody else wearing what you got. You got these right here. Get them while they hot.
Yeah.
Flash out, man. We know every last one of us is peacockers, man.
And for all our viewers that watch us on YouTube, for all our viewers that watch us on YouTube and watch the rebroadcast of this episode, all you got to do is scan that little code right there. Scan that 2D code right there. And make sure that you go directly to Peacock Collection 20 so you can go ahead and get you a pair. Understand that Trey, Adrian Richardson has put he's put all types of thought in his collection. And he's making sure that every shoe is worth buying, man. You know what I'm saying? He's always been a fly dude. You know what I'm saying?
They represent it.
He's always been a fly dude. He always kept me geared up when I was younger. So I trust in the man. Make sure you put some good leather on your feet, man. Peacock Collection by Adrian Richardson.
They smell good.
And they smell good. So with that being said,
that bottom is crispy white though, boy. That's gonna make me not want to wear mine.
Since we all got the plug tonight,
you see it, man.
We're making great time with all the plug. So here we go. Yeah, Peacock Collection at 15:10. 15 minutes and 10 seconds in, and Peacock
Flash out,
Collection,
man.
we gonna win. You dig? Hey, this is what you need to do. Get you a pair of these shoes, Peacock Collection. It's beautiful, beautiful shoe. And my man put it together very well, man. Hey, Trey, Adrian Richardson, do me a favor. Tell them one more time where to get those.
You can go to my Instagram. It's Peacock Collection 20 on Instagram, man. And check out the link. It'll take you straight to the Peacocks. And also, I have some others on pre-order, the Peacock 83G and the Peacock 20. You check those out. They're very nice shoes. You can get them. You can get it hot for the summer. You can wear it in the spring. You can wear it right now. It doesn't matter.
More than my pair of mine. I did my cousin word, so I got to do it. So, hey, and I'm these ain't for word. As soon as I get mine, he's signing mine. He's signing at least the box. He's got to sign the box. You know what I'm saying? And I'm putting mine in the closet. But look, either way it goes. Hey, man,
get you a pair.
What? We ain't done. We ain't done. This is a show of 5. Myself and 4. I want to introduce to you my brain, my secondary brain. When I can't think, he does the thinking for me. When I can't design, he does the designing for me. When I can't do the coding, guarantee you this man knows how to do the code that I don't know how to do. Sense, will you please cam up?
Man, quit with all that noise. I'm just along for the ride. Come on.
Hey, man, hold on, man. Hold on, man. Tell the people right. Tell the people right. You've been my homie. You've been my homie for over
many years.
Over a decade.
Yeah.
You're my bandmate.
I'm happy to be dragged along.
You actually taught me how to play guitar with patience, and just being there, showing
me. Blind leading the blind, man. Blind leading the blind.
Teaching each other how to do things that we've never done before in music. Salute to you, and just let you know ahead of time. A-Steel has already challenged you on some lead guitar shit, but I digress.
Listen, it's in your inbox. You ain't got to digress a damn thing. It's in your inbox.
I haven't seen it yet.
J-Wall
is the
Run that back.
J-Wall is the manager of our band.
I'm in the band, J-Wall. Hey, me and Sis combined together. Hey, look, me and Sis combined together.
We're
gonna be Jimmy and Hendrix. I'm telling you.
You don't know how much I'm with it.
He's the painful, the drummer, the man on the drums, man on the sticks, my man. Novator.
If I can actually stand there and watch a Chicago OG walk out and kill it in front of a metal crowd doing metal music, I could die the next day a happy man. That's going to be the illest shit I've ever seen. Ills burrowed my ass. That'll be the illest shit I've ever seen in my life.
And that's what I'm playing. I'm gonna make Sis play this shit. You gotta replay this, Sis. This is why I even made this shit.
Don't replay it, bro. I might get shot.
Play that.
Oh yeah, you should have never showed me you was doing that little strum shit. I see you, my man. Hey, you gotta get to work. So I ain't gonna say nothing. Like Earth said, you the brains, bro. So the brains don't get no mercy.
I'm telling you, this is why this show don't work. This is why this show don't work. Because
I worked on that shit for 4 days straight. Every bar I hit, I was like, take that, Sis, and take that too.
We put a great team together. I feel like I got
the studios up, man. Just wait till the studios up.
You see on this screen here. What's up?
If we have a cashless society, at least we're gonna have plenty of music in it.
That's right.
Oh, we're gonna go out with a bang first. They're gonna have to kick us. They're gonna have to bring us to that kicking and screaming. And I'm so glad that we had this little laugh break and a little discussion about guitars and music and playing. You know what I'm saying? To break the monotony of the conversation, because the conversation is going to be a deep one. And the conversation is
what it's about. A cashless society. Are you ready for it?
Now, are we ready for a cashless society?
I'm ready for it.
I'm gonna give you what I don't know. The words may be too small, but I uploaded it. But this is Google's meaning of cashless society. On my phone, it's too small. Could someone read that? Is anyone able to read that?
Cashless society describes an economic state whereby financial transactions are not conducted with money in the form of physical banknotes or coins, but rather through the transfer of digital information between the transacting parties, like a credit card or a phone that you hold up to the cashier. And, you know,
that's how it is. Hey, that's what my man used on the food truck, bro.
Hey,
he don't even.
But what happened to the good old days?
The last thing that's on his phone.
What happened to the good old days with the gold standard?
You want to carry around little gold nuggets everywhere? You got the little pouch.
Yeah,
that shit went out with penny cash.
You want some rubles?
Ain't it funny how like the fucking 17th and 18th century terminology pops up today, and we talk about money. You hear people talk about, yeah, I need to go get my coin. I need to get my coin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Are they bringing it back?
Like,
going all the way back?
You ain't using the lingo.
Bitch, could you imagine you getting hit with a gang of motherfucking toys while you spinning around on the goddamn pole? Motherfuckers just throwing fucking motherfuckers throwing
big chunks of motherfucking coins at your ass.
Yeah, throwing gold coins at your ass instead of fucking paper dollars.
Hey,
no. What about this? Remember,
nigga make it rain. Nigga make it rain. That bitch gonna have a concussion.
Hey,
Knock a slick out.
we have knots all on her head.
She had bruises
She
next
have knots
morning.
on her head, man. But look, check this out. Check us out. What about I'm gonna get you sucker, man? We all gonna run around with gold chains covering our whole body. That'll be our currency, right? We'll go to the store and just hand over a gold chain when we buy something.
Break a little link off.
Ever since that movie,
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Ever since that movie, I always wanted a pair of shoes with a goldfish in that shit, motherfucker. I always wanted them shoes with the goldfish. Ever since I seen that movie.
Hey man, I had a bad experience with goldfish.
He was swagged out, wasn't
he? He said I had a bad experience. What the fuck? He said I had a bad experience with goldfish.
Now,
the goldfish
I was painting houses, bro. I was painting houses, and I was painting this homeowner's house. And you know, he had a motherfucking a pond in the back of his crib. You know what I'm saying? Full of them big ass goldfish, them big motherfuckers. And I'm, you know, trying to paint over it without. And he specifically came out there and was like, "Hey man, be careful around the pond. Those fish are expensive." All right, no problem. Cool. I ain't get offended or nothing. 20 minutes after that man leave, dropped the whole roller in that motherfucker. Bro, listen, it don't stop there, fam. That ain't the good part. The good part is when the man come back, because I didn't know that shit was gonna happen. When I dropped the roller in there, I immediately snatched it out. I'm thinking everything cool. I changed rollers, go to doing what I'm doing. My man come back like, what happened to the pond? Turn around, G. Fish all fucked the fuck up, milky looking and shit. The water's all slimy and shit. Hey, first thing I said, goddamn it, I left when you left.
Oh, shit. Hey, yo.
I didn't know what else to say. And I'm a fucked up liar, bro. So I had to tell my phone. I'm like, bro, hey, just ask him what, you know, how much the fish was. He's like, I ain't asking him shit. Each fish look like it's about $300, fam. I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, damn. Them motherfuckers was like albino goldfish, bro. Like, I've made some motherfuckers my own breed.
And if it's a custom-made pond, yeah, you know them motherfuckers they pay money for them fish, man. They pay money for them fish.
Listen, man. It's made out of. It was made out of brick. You know what I'm saying? The shit was made out of brick. I dropped a big ass 18-inch roller in that motherfucker.
Hey, yo, we all digress. But speaking of money, man, it's coming to the point. It's coming to the point where for real, it's coming to the point where, like, for me, you know, the thought of a cashless society is a bad idea. For me, when I'm just now getting to the point where I'm putting my head above water as in terms of credit, you know what I'm saying, and getting to the point where I'm actually getting stabilized in that area. And the thing is, we know that 40% of Americans don't have the means to where they can keep a steady bank account. You know what I'm saying? 40% of Americans are living check to check.
Yeah,
you know what
don't have $500 in their savings.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, you know, as you'll see in the video, that you know, there's many reasons why, you know, a cashless society will do more damage to low income, or what we would call blue collar workers.
Well, I'm interested in that because to me,
wealthy.
What's so great about cash? You gotta carry it. They find COVID on cash. You know what I'm saying? It's covered in bacteria.
You lose it.
You could lose it. You're passing it around. To me, the only benefit of cash is the privacy. No one knows what you got in your pocket. No one knows how much you spent. And there's some value to privacy, especially if you're slanging drugs. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad you said that, sis. Because here's the thing: when you
look,
said
I don't
that,
know about
it made me
you,
think, like,
I don't know.
I think, like you said, when they do that, it's like, I think it's gonna be, the money is gonna be it's gonna be so much money left over, or like that, when they try to make it cashless, it's gonna be enough money to fight it to make it not cashless. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You'll just
like,
keep
people gonna feel
circulating
like
those dollars. Be like, man, don't spend that at the store. That only spends here, bro, because they're gonna take it up at the store, send it back to the Fed, disappear that shit.
I can see that. I can see that. I can see that though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna have its own. It's gonna be so much power. But say that again. Dang.
Right. What was you saying, man? He's stuck. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's okay. But
that's the thing. That's the thing about Bitcoin, though, is that Bitcoin is cashless, but still allows for some form of privacy. I mean, it's not 100% private. In fact, every Bitcoin transaction is put forth to the public to see. But at the same time, it's anonymous. So, you know, it's just numbers. They see the transaction, but they don't know who did it. They could, you know, track you down if they tried hard enough. But there's all kinds of methods you can use to kind of erase and anonymize that. And I was talking to Irk earlier, and I said, man, they'll never deal with it. Then? So many people are making money hand over fist using cash, selling drugs and shit. Like, they're not gonna just go cashless in a system that doesn't allow for privacy, because those, you know, fucking bucket loads of cash that are being passed to our politicians to, you know, sell Nicaraguans cocaine and trade it for, you know, the Sandinista. Who knows what they're doing? They're all crooked, is what I'm saying. So
would you fuck with the Bitcoin? Would you fuck with Bitcoin since?
I wish I fucked with Bitcoin. Look, I learned about Bitcoin when I was like 12, and if I had mined it, I'd be a millionaire. I tried to get the thing to work. I couldn't figure it out, so I left it alone. But no, to me, it's speculative. Who knows? It might crash tomorrow. They might make it out. They might outlaw it. Hedge funds may buy up, you know, tons of Bitcoin and crush the market. Who knows? It's just too, you know. I'm a cash guy. Really.
I done tapped into. I bought some stock. I got some shit. You know what I'm saying? But I always, like, right before I get it, I always look at the Bitcoin and the value of where it stands and shit like that. But you know,
it's crazy. It's up to like $42,000 or something stupid.
Yeah, but coincidental petroleum is up there with that too. You know what I'm saying? So I've been fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? So because like you said, everybody's tapping in to the cash app, to the Bitcoin, you know what I'm saying, real, so quick. I believe it's gonna crash like that. Like really, the whole motherfucking stock these days gonna crash. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got these billionaires,
I'm rocking with this.
spending this fatty.
That's the only next way to make money.
I'm rocking with the Bitcoin.
Is for it to crash.
Let me go back to A-Tray. I want Adrian. Let me hear what you was about to say.
Yeah. Look, I'm rocking with the Bitcoin, man. Look, let me tell you something. What happened today? What happened with that cash, with that GameStop, and how Robinhood stopped the little man from being able to buy? See, one thing about the Bitcoin is it's brand new. It's a buzz going on. It's unregulated. They can't do this to us with Bitcoin. They can do it to us with these stocks because they just did it. They're trying to keep the small man down. Anybody can.
What makes you think they can't do it to us though?
I don't see how it's a world currency that hasn't been regulated. The government has a toothache right now because they can't regulate. They can't tax the Bitcoin. You see what I'm saying? So I love it. It's climbing. There's a buzz going on. I got money in Bitcoin right now. You feel me? I got money in Bitcoin right now, and I'm gonna keep my money in Bitcoin. They said that there's what 21 million Bitcoin out there in the world, right? And right now we have access to 18.5 million Bitcoins, and then there's other Bitcoins that hasn't been introduced into the market yet for whatever reason. So they said we could mine the last Bitcoin. It'd be the year 2140 before we mine the last Bitcoin. So that's like 120 years.
And I think that's why people like Bitcoin, because it's a known supply, right? It's not like something we're actually digging for. And you're going to find this big supply of gold in Bolivia, and now we're rich over here. There's like a known finite supply. It's just math. So it's more stable. Ideally, it should be more stable once it takes up than a currency, than a dollar or a euro or gold.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let me ask you,
yes.
when you have strict regulation from entities that we have no means of controlling, nor have no means of influencing, how in the fuck do we actually think that they can implement whatever the fuck they please if they have the ability to do so?
You're gonna have to rephrase for me.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, Adrian said that there's no way that Robinhood can do this to us.
Oh, they did.
And us would be what, the little man? I guess us as the working man, the man on the ground.
So wait a second. Let's go back to the beginning of this.
People.
Yeah, everyday people. Let's go back to the beginning of this GME shit, because this shit kind of blows my mind. This goes all the way back to a guy named Deep fucking Value. I can cuss on this show, right? Yeah, fuck that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Somebody got to say this shit.
That's
Feel
right.
fucking free.
I puke on my show.
Hey,
if I'm not mistaken, Sense is the one that recorded you puking.
Absolutely, he is.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
I was there. So anyway, this dude Deep Value, he was a gamer. You know what I'm saying? Just a regular dude. I don't know. He found out some news that GameStop, which was absolutely failing, retail stores all over are failing, that the GameStop was turning around. They had a new business model, and he believed in it. So he goes online. He starts talking about it. He ends up buying a shit ton of stock for like pennies, for next to nothing.
Yeah, what's up?
Later, they find out that this stock had been shorted by hedge funds for more shares than were in circulation. And what that means, when you short a stock, you borrow a stock from an investor, you sell it immediately for the current price, and then you turn around and you wait for it to go down, you buy it low, and then you get to keep the difference. So what this guy realized, and what the whole community started realizing, was if this stock price goes up, there is no amount of money to cap the losses. Like say the stock goes up to 1,000. these people have to close their short positions eventually. They might have to buy the stock at 1,000. You know, if it'll go up that high, who knows? It's all completely speculative because who knows how far it's going to go up. But they ended up putting so much pressure on these hedge funds. One of them had to borrow $3 billion to cover their short position. And it's rumored that these short positions aren't closed yet. Some people are saying they are. Some people are saying they aren't. I'm not a fucking expert. I don't know.
But that's why I said the billionaires was buying this motherfucking stock and shit. They doing some new shit now, and they spending billions of dollars on that shit.
Right. So what happened is this GameStop went up huge. You know, $160 one day, up to $500, $600 the next day, and then back down to like a 300 or something. And then the next day after that, Robinhood comes out, and Robinhood is it's the stock app that anyone can join. You know what I'm saying? You hook it up to your bank account, you can buy fractional shares. If the stock's at 300, you don't have to buy one share for 300. You can buy a tenth of a share. You know what I'm saying? If you got $3 to invest, you can buy shares with Robinhood. So they build themselves as like the platform for the small guy, right? And then imagine that you wake up the next morning and you've got this position on GameStop that you're playing, and you're selling high and you're buying low, and you're making money as a small dude with a couple $1,000, whatever. And they tell you, warning, the markets are too volatile. We are going to stop you from buying this stock. I mean, basically, like, I'm your fucking nanny. Sit down. You don't know what you're doing. And it's transparent, really. It's transparent. Because, man, no one complains when Tom goes and takes a plane to Vegas and blows $2,000 on a Vegas trip. Like, why can't Tom blow $2,000 on a stock trade that he believes in? Like,
so are you saying the rich are mad because the baby riches is goddamn peeping the game and investing in the game? You know what I'm saying? And they can't really get exiled from it.
And in this case, they caught them with their pants all the way down, bro. They caught them with their pants all the way around their ankles with their dick through the hole in the wall. Like, they were not supposed to short stocks that low. I think it's illegal. I don't know. I'm not an expert. But you're not supposed to. I mean, shorting a stock for more shares than are available is just, not only should it be illegal, it's a dumb thing to do. In fact, like, they would make fun of regular investors for doing such a dumb thing if the retail investors, the small guys, had done that. So these guys absolutely fucked up, and the public is calling them on it, and now they're mad. Now they're big mad. I mean, E-Trade stopped, halted trades for a little while. And it's just influencing the market. So what that allows you to do, sure, you can sell out of your position, but if retail investors can't buy back into that position, who's buying them up? The short sellers. The short sellers are desperately covering their position, are buying up these shares to cover their positions now instead of being locked out by real investors. Like,
that's what I was just saying. Yeah, they can't stop them. You know what I'm saying?
We don't know, and that's exactly, they can't stop them. And that's what this guy deep.
And that's the good thing about Bitcoin.
Well, that's Bitcoin can't be stopped either. I mean, really, it's decentralized. But this thing, that's why this guy is posting this. Like, he lost $7 million today on his position. He's still up $18 million from his initial investment. $18 million from, like, look, $14 he paid, like $20. No, $14.20 for these.
Italian leather.
Because he hit a crazy put option or something. He's about to come out as a millionaire from this at the expense of, these stupid ass hedge funds. And I say, go for it. But people are saying it might crash the market. I don't know. Is it worth it to stick a couple hedge fund dudes to crash the entire market and lose all your parents' pensions and
I mean, shit. Look what else. Look at the other privileged shit we do with money. Shit. Motherfuckers go play that same amount of money in lottery throughout a year.
Right. Yeah. No one's laughing
with that example,
hand away at the corner store, saying no, you can't do that.
So with that example,
go ahead.
So with that example being set, right, that day being made, don't you think it's better? Don't you think aren't you more attracted to the cryptocurrency? Aren't you more attracted to that because it can't be regulated? They can't stop me from if they can't stop me from buying. They can't stop me from doing that with cryptocurrency. Just this example, right? Crazy. They stopped the average man from stocking GameStop, and I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. That's some some foul stuff in my book. You know, everybody should have a chance to do what they to buy into that stock and make a profit.
Well, hold on, man. I think it becomes easy to understand. I think it becomes easy to understand if you understand what's going on. Like I think it becomes easy to understand. But okay, so let me ask you all this, and we'll go around the table. All transactions under $10 under are done with cash. So is it feasible to even actually think that a cashless society could actually work?
I think cashless is a metaphor. I don't think we'll go 100% cashless. I don't think we need to. I mean, it's mostly cashless. Now, how many people you know only use their debit cards?
And then when it comes to money,
there's a lot of people.
How many societies do you have, bro?
Debit cards is the number one method of transaction. Money is number 2.
Debit cards as good as cash, just about. I mean,
so
like I said,
it's because you know debit cards their reach is long.
There's
debit cards enable you to reach across the world to buy.
Yeah, but like I said, there's 40% of Americans that can't maintain that.
Look, to Adrian's point too, man, they can lock your debit card out from going to other countries. They'll lock you out for fraud. So you call your bank like, hey, let me have my money. That's
the power where the paper money still existed. Because if I give you that same equivalent in cash and you looking at that dead in your face, you taking that shit and you let me go where the fuck I want to go. You know what I'm saying? See, that cash money still gonna have that value because, Say it again.
But cash is limited though.
Okay, so
cash is limited.
Okay, it's limited.
You know what I'm saying? You can
it's only limited in it's 2 societies when it comes to money. It's a bad society and it's a good society. So in the good society is limited. In the bad society, money is endless. Yeah. We've been in that world. You know what I'm saying?
We've been printing money. The Fed's been printing money.
We're going to make it keep
in order for you, and even in the bad society, look, even in the bad society, in order for those people to spend that money in the bad society, so you say, they have to convert it to digital cash in order to get what they want, to get goods. Not everybody accepting cash for big purchases and stuff like that.
I ain't knocking that.
So if you want to reach across the world, buy your products or buy services, then you have to digital.
I'm saying the value of that paper money is going to be.
Like I said, when it came to.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
See the value. See, I just like the thing with the digital and even the digital money. It's the convenience of it. You know what I'm saying? And then when you go to a different country, you have to go through a whole lot of steps to convert your money into whatever their money is. That means you have to take an extra step in order to purchase things in another country. So my thing is I would rather do. I love the cashless society idea.
So what are you willing to sacrifice for convenience?
Privacy. You sacrifice privacy.
Now let me say, with that being said,
right now.
Hold on. With that being said, before we
as a former drug dealer,
as a
former drug dealer who carried large amounts of money on him at certain times. Are you listening? A drug dealer that carries large sums of money on him at a time. My whole thing is this, man. Right? It's convenient to have that money, man, but there's a whole lot of problems with having that money. That much cash, period. You know what I'm saying? Everything has to be digitized because if not, okay, check this out. Let me give you an example. You see how all these different places where they have to lock their cash up because they made it off marijuana in these different states. They have big states. Big cash up. That is a hassle, man. They invest in so much money into keeping that money safe, right? It's a big old hassle. But if you convert it into
that's what I was gonna say.
Currency digital, then it makes it a whole lot easier to stash it, right? You can be it's limit, like you limited with cash.
You can't pretend like though that with digital currency you give someone the keys, right? Like you can't pretend like there's not a cost to securing digital stuff because like you got to hire fucking security IT people to write the programs and block the hackers and all that shit.
Exactly. More money being spent.
You give someone control over the keys to your wallet. Now, Bitcoin kind of solves that problem. It spreads it out with a bunch of people.
Right.
There's not one big overreaching organization that can just shut shit down. I like that about Bitcoin. I do. And maybe
you're exactly right. But look, here's the thing.
Man, it's up to $42,000. You know what I'm saying?
There's not one big overreaching organization that can shut down Bitcoin as we know yet. And with that being said, hey Trey, are you a proponent of a cashless society? Let's be clear.
Yes.
Okay, you are. All right. With that being said, I want to show y'all something.
Now imagine what happens if your bank account is shut down and cash doesn't exist. Well, you can't eat. You can't buy food. Done. You can't use transportation. You can't rent an apartment. They can literally destroy your life in a second.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you think?
See,
I agree.
I didn't even get to see it, cuz, to be honest with you. But explain it to me.
I think
so basically,
that's definitely a take.
Explain it, J. Wall.
Go ahead, Siege.
Well,
or J. Wall.
I think it's a take, man. And basically what it is without you controlling the money, with it being digital, you know what I mean? It's in the air. It goes on a card. Some people believe a chip, blah, blah, whatever, man. But nevertheless, it's not, you can't hold it. It's not tangible. So anytime, if you're in a digital currency, and some people say they'll base it off a social agenda, a social credit. And if it is based off a social credit, then for any reason, basically, they can just cut you off. It's like easier than making you fuck with the police and take you to jail. They can just literally just shut
and be like, we'll just shut the faucet off.
Throw up walls. You know what I mean? But like that's a very popular narrative spun.
They're already doing it. Look, they're shutting people's
so,
PayPal accounts down if they don't like what they're saying online.
Yeah. So
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, look at this Robin Hood situation, man. Fucking, they got an app for the regular average Joe, so he can bet a little money on the stock, try to get his little piece of the apple pie, a little bit of fucking extra vanilla ice cream if he's so lucky to do so, right? And then look what happens. A group of motherfuckers found an aha moment. We got you. We figured out something. Check this out. And then they busted their move. They bought up some shit that looked like it was about to be fucking down the drain. And then they boosted it up and make a ton of money. Funny thing is, we talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin took a nose fucking dive not too long ago. And then people started buying it up and it went up higher than ever. But the funny thing was, the media spun the narrative that you need to get out of Bitcoin. You've wasted your money. You're going to lose it all. And people got scared. They started shaking at the knees. Kibbles and bits, bacon and cheese. Kibbles and bits.
That's right.
Kibbles and bits, bacon and cheese makes the unaware weak at the knees. So they sold out.
I believe that.
They sold out. Then once Bitcoin dropped, the hedge funds and these likes, which people are talking about now that are getting fucking shellacked, they bought it low and sold it high. That's the game, basically, in a nutshell. So what these fuckers did with GameStop was just flipped it on its head. They just did
what
they've been doing
without
to
the
us.
Well,
and
the thing
Mr.
about
Barack
Bitcoin
Obama passed the legislation to make that happen.
Being unregulated, though.
Here's the thing. Here's my whole take. Here's my whole take on cashless. Here's why you don't want it. Here's why I don't want it. I can't speak for nobody else. What do you say you lose? You said privacy, but you also lose security and you lose control.
Absolutely.
When it's on the card, how many
can you lose
motherfuckers just
life?
with a regular? How many motherfuckers with a regular debit card right now has had the bank make an error and take some money from you? Well, they said it was an error, and they took some money from you, and then you caught it, and you're like, "Hey, punk motherfuckers, what is this?" And they're like, "Oh, sorry, Mr. Such and Such, here's your money back." And then you just scurry off, and it's like that's normal because that's the bank. Now, if you caught a motherfucker in your shoebox in your bedroom with a handful of your money, and you said, "Hey, motherfucker, what are you doing?" It's not no different, but they do
Yes,
it
it
legally.
is different. You know why
They
it's
do it
different?
legally. They do
You know why it's different?
legally. They do it to
Look,
you. So
you know
here's
why
the
it's
thing.
different?
But if you don't have that cash, all right, go ahead.
Look, see, here's the issue with that, right? Me being from where I'm from, right? There's always the chance of someone coming and taking your money. Now, if you want to go back to the days when in the Wild West where they were robbing banks, and you go back to the 30s where they were just sticking up banks left and right, getting all that cash out of there, people were dying. That's the reality of it. If you have a whole lot of cash and people know that you have a whole lot of cash, then you could lose your life for it. Yeah. So if you're a very good hustler, a very good businessman, and you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars, even millions of dollars, and you're keeping it in cash, your life is in danger in this days and times, and even in the day and times back in the day, your life is in danger. So my thing is this, okay? Yeah, we can worry about the hackers and everything, but
regulation does not keep one safe, man. Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is it keeps your life safe.
Hackers.
I understand that.
It keeps your life safe.
Hackers or jackers.
I understand
just
that.
imagine,
Just imagine.
That's what I understand that.
I understand that, and I agree with you to a point. But where I don't agree with you is I like the risk. I do. The loss of life you speak of, I like my shot at that better than I like thinking that just one day all my whatever gets me fed and lights and electric and everything I need, my necessities, if whatever gets me that in this digital currency just poof and it's just like gone, possibly because of something I said or possibly because of something I've done. I mean, well, not really something you've done,
because of something you contracted.
Yeah, because if you attract the wrong,
exactly,
look, you can have all this money.
So
you
with
can have
that, I like my risk, my money. Remember, hey, look at all the gangster movies. Look at all the fucking espionage movies. What do they do with the money? They bury it. Where they might seize their assets. What are they always looking for? But they're looking under the doghouse. They're looking this and that. Why do you bury the money? You still have it. It's tangible. You want something you can hold in your hands. You don't think you do,
yeah, but
once it can just be turned off like a fucking light switch, you're gonna wish you had that duffel bag.
Okay, but hold on. Let's look at this.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, Illa.
I was finna say, I agree with what Trey was saying, but I'm saying at the same time what Sin said. The new killers with that is you got hackers and jackers. So you gon' like it's a double entendre, you know what I'm saying, a risk. It's like you're gonna put it's like you say, you putting that money up or having that money, like you got all that bread, it can, that shit can deteriorate, that shit get stolen, you got your life in danger, your people's in danger, you can't never sleep while you got that stash. But knowing all your fucking belongings, say you worth goddamn it $80 billion. And all this shit is on a fucking account. You know what I'm saying? And now they get one of them fucking grids and shit that shut all that shit down and racial shit. Now your ass gotta live knowing you was once set for life. That'll make the average motherfucker go hang himself. Opposing to if you got them that physical, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, opposing if you got that physical money too.
A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. I'd rather have a stack in my pocket and a pump shotgun and sleep a lot better at night than to think some Cheeto finger fucking nerd could just fucking jump in my shit and take it at the end of the night.
How many people?
Let me ask you though.
How many people?
Cypress Hill, Mr. Grip, pump on my lap at all time. Fuck that shit. Come get it, motherfucker. I'd rather that can some fucking Silicon Valley nerd decide that I said something wrong and take my scruples? Fuck
Are
you.
Now check this
Hold
out.
on, J-Wall, calm down. Let me say something.
My point is this, right?
Is anyone in opposition?
How many people in the world have that?
Hold on. Is anyone in opposition of J Wall's opinion on this saying that what he's saying is too far-fetched? I mean, I'm saying
it's far-fetched. Do you keep your money in a bank account right now? Because you're already in that position.
That's why I said I agree. That's why I was saying I agree with
cash in society, you can withdraw, motherfucker. If there ain't no cash, you can never withdraw.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. Okay. I see you there.
That's the point I've been making the whole goddamn time.
I see you there.
Now it's a good point.
Well, but I don't understand. Like,
and with that,
I'm going to smoke a cigarette. Make your own goddamn
look, we're comfortable in a society where we let people and corporations we do not know. We don't know these people's names. We barely know that we barely read the fucking bills that come in our fucking mailbox. We're comfortable with these motherfuckers controlling our utilities. We're comfortable with these motherfuckers controlling our lights and water and everything else. And all we do is sign our names on the dotted line or whatever, or make our deposits, or swipe the card and think everything's supposed to be fine. But understand, we don't know these motherfuckers. We don't know these motherfuckers, nor do we have intimate relations. None of these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you if you don't pay your bills. So what I'm saying to you is that right there alone is regulation. We are regulated to the boot right now. You want more regulation on something that will feed you. You want more regulation. You know that maybe it never goes to a completely cashless society. But if you get 90%, like China, you get 90% of cashless society. Look at the people who can't maintain a digital pocket book, a digital wallet in China. Look at them. And you want to have a cashless society in America where our dollar is not even the global motherfucking cash is king shit. I disagree. I'm with J-Wall.
I hope you keep your money under your pillow, dog.
I don't have any money. And the thing is, motherfucker, if we have your system, if we have this digital pocketbook completely cashless, I won't have no money for real. And I think that's the whole point. This is the fact. And now if you add this into the equation, what do we got?
How dirty is our money? The onset of the coronavirus pandemic is forcing institutions around the world to rethink about one particularly germy surface: cold, hard cash. This is going to be hard to hear, but according to multiple studies, microorganisms found living on the surface of cash and even credit cards range from mouth and vaginal bacteria to flu-like viruses.
So could COVID signal the end of cash in the United States? And can the U.S. really function without physical currency?
That's a question. Because now that we have COVID, now we're living in the COVID era. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a good argument for there's a good argument for not having cash, for disposing of cash and going strictly digital.
She said pussy germs.
She did say pussy germs. And we know, many a dollar done went to a strip club.
And when you were spending those dollars, did you ever care about your health?
Not fucking once. Matter of fact, I was probably buying some more unhealthy shit with the dollar that was already unhealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know.
How do you do strip clubs without that?
I fear. This is what I fear, man. I guess I fear.
How do you do strip clubs without cash for real? Cashless
Yeah.
society. Like, what is a strip club?
They're gonna
You
kill
swipe
the
your
whole
fucking
industry.
credit card next to the pole,
bro. It's OnlyFans.
Tip the stage.
It
Like,
becomes OnlyFans. That's
not
the
even.
answer.
Yeah, that's it. You have
It
to.
becomes
You have to
OnlyFans, and
obey
now
the
you have
law.
special- And now
You have to
special
obey the
requests.
law good enough to get your
Let
social
me-
credit score up high enough just to jerk off.
let me hit you with this one too. Y'all ever drive out way into fucking bumfuck Kentucky and you see those roadside farm stands that'll be selling some shit? You could just pop your money in the box and take the goods. Anywhere that doesn't have internet access, you're killing transactions. You ain't selling shit. You don't have internet.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's something that I
Flea
read
markets.
You ain't
That's something
selling
I read
markets.
today. Yeah, you're right.
flea market.
Flea markets, peddlers malls, pawn shops, anything cash transaction
pawn
gone.
Mom and
Think
pop.
about this. Think about this.
Mom and pops have already been taking a beating for about a year now.
Oh yeah.
You take
think
away
about all
cash.
the
You take
people
away
that
cash.
you know
Take away $10
are-
transactions.
Think about all the
$10
people you know
lower
make
transactions.
honest money.
You got a fucking problem.
And it ain't always shady money. Think about all the people you know just fucking do mechanic
Think
work
about
and
all
shit
the
like
fucking
this for cash
grandmothers
money.
that don't know
Now you
nothing
fucking them
but
up.
fucking cash. I
Coin
used to have
purses and
one.
fucking coupons and shit.
Bless her soul. I used to have one, and all she knew was cash. She had a whole shitload of. When she finally got a card, she held that motherfucker like it was fucking Excalibur.
Yeah,
And here's
That's
my
how my
problem
granny
too,
was,
man.
G. I hear you, Earth. That's how my granny was, bro. Like, I didn't know they could fine you for that, bro. I didn't know they could fine you for not using your credit card.
That's what I'm saying,
Like,
man. The thing is,
They used to call my granny, bro, and tell her she used to have to make purchases and shit.
And goes.
but the thing is, it's like that's regulation, man. And then if you give them ability to make more regulation, and there's I think there's an actual bill. There's an actual bill that was passed that gives everyone the right, you know what I'm saying, of commerce. You know what I'm saying, regardless of race, privilege, and all that shit. I forgot the fucking name of the bill, but
Does it give us the right to buy stock on fucking Robinhood?
But I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. When it goes to digital, I think the little man lose control. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I haven't done enough.
No, you're right. But I'm saying we've already pretty much lost control. The cash is
I think it's a lost control now, but it's gonna even out in the end, bro. You're not good, like y'all been saying. You're not gonna get rid of all that money that quick. Even if you try to make a law on some, you got to burn it and all this old shit. Motherfuckers is obligated. Nobody that's worth that type of money. Can you see? Put it like this here. What the fuck you think Oprah gonna do? Like that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, so
Illa. Oprah ain't seen a fucking $10 bill in 100 years, bro.
Okay, so Illa and Sin.
Yeah.
It just came out. News report just came out. COVID-22 all over the money, all over dollar bills. They got to get rid of every piece of paper money. What say you?
Okay, so when they compensate you for that, that's where Jay Wall and Sense come in with the now how much of your business do they know? Like how much privacy you got over your money that you actually know. Like
you've
they
been
know
saving $100 a week in cash from your paychecks, and you've got $68,000 in a shoebox, and you bring it to them and go, "Here, I need $68,000 in my account." And they go, "Where the fuck did you get this?" "Oh, we suspect you're a drug dealer. We're going to take that." Because civil forfeiture, they're taking people's cash all over the country anyway.
Yeah, because you have no right. You have no way of proving that money was getting that money was that money was earned legally. Yeah. And they're gonna assume that it was illegal if you bring it in that way.
But it ain't even gotta go that deep, bro. It ain't gotta go that deep because if the motherfucker that's actually on top, if he's getting a report on who food and that paper money, then we gonna send a motherfucker out to knock his fucking wig back. We ain't even got time to be negotiating with him and dealing with. They're gonna start knocking off the competition like now. They're knocking off all the little men. You know what I'm saying? Look at all the little shit that's happening. Like, you know, if you keep a motherfucker from that, like that, like I know now, like, remember they used to tell us little money add up to big money. You know what I'm saying? Now they talking that shit in the bracket that's starting off from the 100,000. You know what I'm saying? That ain't shit. 100,000 is like $10,000 to a billionaire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, not even because it's still the same to a millionaire, because they still thinking business. They still trying to, you know, generate. A billionaire ain't doing shit but waking up in the morning. I pay motherfuckers to think for me. So that's money he got to burn, is what I'm saying. So how you gonna get rid of that? I got enough money to make a motherfucker that's trying to get rid of that get rid of. You see what I'm saying? So it's gonna even out in the end, because somebody gonna find value of that's still that physical money. So I agree with A-Trey was saying earlier, and I agree with J-Wall was saying, it's just in the end, they're gonna battle for that slot, but it's gonna pan out because you can't, that's too much money to just say poof, like you were just saying now, you know what I'm saying? Okay, COVID-22, all it. You think a motherfucker ain't finna find a way to get them to cure that shit and still be find value in it?
Motherfuckers,
you know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker make a Lifestyle blowtorch.
Yeah.
Me physically, like say I got a whole meal ticket, you know, and then they tell me that, all right, I'm finna go bury my motherfucking money until I find out what it is that you can do to get this shit out the money and it still go back to its value and its power or whatever have you. I ain't finna just throw my shit away because you said it got COVID-22. Motherfuckers did that with guns. Now look at that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'll just wash my money when I get home. I'll just put it in the safe.
Man, I was just looking at an Instagram, little thing on Instagram today. I think it was the baby. He had at least probably like $100,000 in a bathtub washing. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, you know, him and Trey and J-Wall made good points. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta watch the vagina germs
about the cashless side of it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you right now, like, okay, you seen like movies like Swordfish with John Travolta and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Timeless. You know what I'm saying? What's the movie with Justin Bieber and Megan Fox? You know what I'm saying? Where they had he had the time on his wrist. They was buying time. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? That was like a cashless society.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. Justin Timberlake and Megan Fox. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They was in the movie together. But all your time, all your value was on your, you know, embedded on your skin, like tattoo. But that shit was ticking down. Like if your shit get down to zero, you die. Like motherfuckers was paying for life. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, all that shit we saying now, I'm looking at that from stemming from that type of shit. If they had the nerve to make that movie back then, of course there's gonna be a motherfucker with enough money to try to put that shit in play. I look at how I like when I watch Tony Stark's, fam, I don't look at what the fuck he do. I listen to what the fuck he say. He talks like a billionaire. His character talks like a billionaire talks.
Technology changed the world.
And that shit is fucking scary. Because they can build. Yeah, there you go. That's what I was gonna say. There you go, bro. They can build that technology to go against your physical, like right now. Like we'll build 1,000 fucking robots to stand around your fucking crib. You ain't coming outside.
You know, whenever you hear someone say technology changed the world, they never tell you in which form. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, you know what I'm saying, when you say technology changed the world, it's such a broad statement. You know what I'm saying? Geoengineering changed the world. You know what I'm saying? For good or bad. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, man, what I'm saying about it, okay, so is there a way that a cashless society can benefit someone like me, working man, checks from being homeless?
Yes.
Yes.
Interest rate.
Like
because your money going exactly where you want it to go.
Man. I am a part of the 40% of Americans.
Yes,
You
it,
know what
it
I'm
will
saying?
work for you, bro. It will work for you because your money is going exactly where you want it to go. Towards your bills, paying for this, paying for that. You know what I'm saying? Now, whatever you got access
It's
to
just the
have left,
reality of it.
say it
You have
again.
to accept the regulations. You have to accept those regulations,
It's
regardless
just
Say
the
of.
it, say
reality
it
Well, I
again,
think
of it,
Jay.
that's why.
brothers.
I think that's why, as a whole, it can work. Because I think more people are going to take comfort over any other kind of reason. You know what I mean? So as long as I do X, Y, and Z, and then I get this much for groceries, this much for TV, this much for blah 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 blah, this much for shoes and clothes and whatever, and this is what I get in my little efficiency apartment or whatever kind of housing I've got, and that's it. And a lot of people are gonna be all right with that, because honestly, a lot of people are all right with a similar setup to that right now. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's not too fucking different, but it's just any cutoff to being able to just go after as much as you can go after and get as much as you can get. It's a very fucking like just gray,
Hey, there's some breaking news
looking
real quick,
reality.
guys.
You know what I mean?
Real quick, breaking fucking news. Congress wrote a letter about Robinhood halting the markets. It says, "Dear Acting Attorney General, I'm greatly troubled with the events that have unfolded on Wall Street. Demand action from the U.S. Department of Justice. Today, a FINRA-regulated broker-dealer called Robinhood Markets halted the purchase of stocks for several publicly traded companies, including GameStop, BlackBerry, AMC, and others. This unilateral move was done so in a concerted effort to deplatform and silence individual investors. This began when an investment management fund called Melvin Capital Management placed an aggressive short sell on GameStop. To contradict this decision, the heavily followed Reddit page, Wall Street Bets, and their administrators advocated that their followers purchase GameStop stock using the broker Robinhood. The movement was so immense that it drove the stock price over 400% of its previous value. As a result, Melvin Capital lost billions on their return, and Robinhood blocked users from buying any more of GameStop stock, but still allowed liquidation from Melvin Capital. Melvin Capital Management is owned by parent company Citadel LLC, which, according to a Bloomberg report, gave Robinhood roughly 40% of their revenue. Knowing the involvement Citadel has with Robinhood,
They're going to jail.
The actions taken today were motivated by anti-competitive reasons, not for concerns of volatility claimed by Robinhood. Because of this blatant conflict of interest and obvious monopolistic activity, I'm calling on an immediate investigation by the U.S. Department of Justice into Robinhood and the hedge fund of Citadel LLC. Sincerely, Paul Gassar, DDS, member of fucking Congress. Now, it's just a letter from him.
Somebody's getting prosecuted. Somebody's getting prosecuted, or several individuals are getting prosecuted.
This Reddit is going down in the
so illegal to me.
Yo, so hey, we're ahead of the curve. We're ahead of the curve. We're doing the right topic, ain't we?
Yeah. Sounds like it, my friend.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, bro, who gonna go wrong about talking about money, man? Point it out. I got a whole I got a whole panelist on here, bro, with $1 million goddamn it product in his hand.
Someone throw
we
that
talking
cash
about money. And then you got 3 more $1 million brains working, 4 more $1 million brains. Come on, man, we out here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, this is what it is, and for real, it's based on reality on anything. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on the panel feel like, you know, if they changed it right now, you would say, okay, I'm with it, because we not, you know, where we once was financially with that bread like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if, you know, they want to change it, I'm gonna be like, well, shit, I ain't shit. I done ran through my luck, you know, 100,000s and shit, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, have you and shit. Go ahead. But at the same time, I'm gonna be affected by it, still trying to goddamn it function in society and come up, you know, under their means, their rules and regulations. So that means y'all gonna be monitoring my money, monitoring my moves. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you can't tell them, you know, when you make it cashless, ain't no more getting over on them. Everything is like you got to report. How you finna get around that motherfucker? How you gonna get around the technology? Or, you know, go ahead.
You know how exactly opposite of the entire narrative that's been getting spun for the past year has just flipped on its head. Now listen to this for the tinfoil hats out there. Just listen to this little breakdown real quick. So Congress wrote a letter to bring up charges on Robinhood for blocking people from being able to buy into the stock that everybody was buying into, and they could only sell or hold. And a lot of people decided to hold. So, and Congress, but see what that did was that screwed over hedge funds. You hear how crazy that is? Congress is suing a company for trying to stop people from screwing over a hedge fund when we've been told this whole time that Congress and the hedge fund folks kind of are in cahoots. If you want to put on your tinfoil hat. So that sounds awful peculiar. And then we have, the complete nothing at all bipartisan 2020 year. Nothing at all. Nothing bipartisan about it. And now we have AOC, which is the bleeding heart liberal, being retweeted.
Almost communist liberal.
Being retweeted by Ted Cruz, who is the maybe in some people's eyes the next conservative champion, the one's going to bring him bring him from the ashes of Donald Trump, Mr. Ted Cruz.
You see what she says though? I'm happy to work with Republicans on this issue where there's common ground, but you almost had me murdered 3 weeks ago, so you can sit this one out. Happy to work with almost any other GOP that aren't trying to get me killed. In the meantime, if you want to help, you can resign.
Yes.
Zing.
She's still spinning her narrative, but nonetheless, and then what did she tweet earlier today? She tweeted something earlier to the effect of these the fucking hedge funds have been playing the fucking economy like their own fucking private bank account, and then the people on Reddit did it too, something to that light. I probably butchered it, but it's something to this like. Nevertheless, you know what I mean? But if you look at all last year and everybody's sides and everybody's takes on things, and then you see this, and then you see hedge fund people losing, and you see congressmen going to bat for the people, it smells fishy. That's all I'm saying.
When they finally turn around and get on your side, you're like, I don't trust that motherfucker.
But I don't buy it.
To look at it this way, it was obviously a shady move. Like even the common person that doesn't have to put much thought in it could see that was, you know what I'm saying? Like hold on, that's not right. So when something's out there in the open, like up front, just like that, man, Congress has no choice but to say something or take action about it. You know, they went a whole 4 years seeing stuff up front, dealing with Trump, and some people wanted to take action, and some people allowed him to continue to do shady things. But what I'm saying is, now that that's out of the way, they can come. This is a common ground. You know what I'm saying? But this is wide open. This is for the public to see, man. You actually stop the regular average Joe from trying to get ahead. You know what I mean? Trying to get in on the stream, trying to get in on, raising their bank account. What? You know what I'm saying? No, man, that's just not right. It's against everything that America stands for. That was some greedy grub hubbing mug. You know what I'm saying? So yes, they have to take action. And you know what I'm saying? Oh girl, what was the Congress lady's name?
AOC.
She was right. Yeah, she was right. She was right. What she predicted was right. Yeah, they've been using the as their own little financial playground. You know what I'm saying? Okay, when the stakes get high, they're gonna cut everybody off. Hold on, man. We don't want y'all to eat off this plate. Let's all get ourselves. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. You can't do that here, man. You can't do that. It's a free trade. It's free. This is free trade here, right?
Not anymore.
Free trade, man.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, then you stop trade. That's against everything. That's against everything that America stands for, man. So they have to hold on. Somebody's going too far. But I believe in the future we're gonna see a whole lot of heads roll because of this.
Everybody's somebody, and somebody got to buy this shit.
You be some heads rolling, man.
That's the American slogan right there.
I don't think heads rolling is a good.
Because that's equivalent.
I don't think heads rolling is a good analogy for that one. But I get it.
Taking baby on TV. Remember that movie with dude? What was it called? It was what's the thing that accidentally punched the baby on the movie? You know what I'm talking about? You can't like he punched the baby, man. You can't get past that. Somebody's got to do something to that. You feel me? They mess with the
baby.
Why'd you punch the baby? That's worse than killing dogs,
baby.
Yeah.
He punched the baby, man.
Why'd you punch the baby?
Yeah. So some
but check
they ain't gonna let that slide because some people get killed, you know what I'm saying? Some people
when
sour about
when
that.
statements are made like this, should we be concerned?
Yeah, you never punch a baby.
This is from Forbes. This is from Forbes. Look at it. U.S. moves close to the digital dollar.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Until they can hand briefcases of Bitcoin to senators for favors, like I'm not worried.
Man, I'm just saying it's like this. The one thing is for sure. Everything goes. We went from the gold standard to dealing with paper. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna switch from paper to dealing with digital. It's just the way it's gonna be. It's just progression of society, man. And we're gonna have to roll with it because it's inevitable. It's gonna happen.
But if it doesn't benefit,
get on board and be some of the first people.
If a society's rules and regulation does not benefit the people as a whole, then and it only benefits the rich and powerful and already wealthy, and why the fuck are you even trying to pretend that you sit in a platform to where this benefits you? Like it's like delusion to me to think that you have a chance to even coming up without the fucking ways and means of capitalism as we know it today. Digital currency, you are going to have tighter regulation, regardless, and the regulations is going to be written high up above that you don't know who the fuck is it coming from, man. Come on, man.
That's fair.
And if you see,
and I'm glad my panel, we're all in agreement. You know what I'm saying? There is everybody feels their way about it. But me personally, fuck that shit.
Well, just look, and it don't really matter. Like him, love him in between. Joe Biden, as soon as he got in office, just started writing a barrage of executive orders, just like rifling through these motherfuckers. So, if it's digital and they're in control of it, who's to say some motherfucker gonna get in there and write some wild shit? Like, you gotta do whatever the fuck I say to get your shit. You know what I mean? Like, they can just bundle it up however they want to. You gotta do this, or cut you off. Just like that. You know what I mean? Like,
2 years before your account opens. Some dumb shit like that.
Anything. Whatever. It don't matter because you're going to have to do it.
You're going to have to do it. Exactly, J. Wall. You're going to have to do it.
It sounds like my panel is willing.
I ain't willing. The fuck? I'm just saying, what else?
Man, look here,
if that's the only way you're going to get this thing.
Times on the digital currency.
How you going to fight it? That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not that great of a farmer. I'm not a hunter.
That's a world movement. This ain't just no local stuff. It's a world movement.
Now, first of all, to say how can you fight it is the defeatist mentality.
It is. It is. But it also might be realistic.
It's a world movement, man.
Well, Erk, goddamn, give us
first of all, you talking about a world movement, motherfucker. You don't speak Mandarin. The world leaders, the world leaders of tomorrow.
I speak American.
China. You don't speak Mandarin, motherfucker. I've been living around you all my goddamn life. I've never heard you say anything in Mandarin. You don't speak Mandarin. So my thing is the next global financial leaders.
So you saying the world leaders in the future?
You want China. You want China to write your regulations for your digital currency, son? Because that's what's going to happen.
I don't believe that the next world leaders is going to be China. That's an opinion right there. That's an opinion right there. That's not fact, man.
That is a financial fact. Have you been paying attention?
Let me go to the 70s with you.
That ain't an opinion.
Yeah, let me go to reality. Listen, just like any other place, everybody has their time, fam.
The next global leaders will be China in finance. America ain't going nowhere, but it's talking about getting rid of this dollar. Are you fucking kidding me? What are you talking about? What have you been talking about for the last fucking 31
get rid of the dollar? What do you mean get rid of the dollar?
Okay,
what do you mean get rid of the dollar? We talking about getting rid of all currency. All currency and digitizing it. Period. That's what we talking about.
Okay, but what I'm saying to you is we don't know a financial system outside of the dollar. And now understand, our banking system, our digital system is built off the goddamn the flow of the fucking fiat. Am I wrong?
You're right.
Bro,
okay.
The world
at this current juncture, yes.
You're right about that. Yes. Okay. Finish your point.
My point is, I just feel like, okay, if I can see, and see, the thing is, the only way you can say that a digital currency works for you is if somehow you sitting on top or headed in that motherfucking direction. Because the man
in that direction. If you don't think you're headed in that direction, then you gotta defeat this mentality.
There are millions of Americans that are homeless with backpacks, and they are going to be completely locked out of a fucking digital system, as they are already locked out of a fucking paper system. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's the state of the world right now. You said what benefits me, how it benefits me. I'm telling you how it benefits me. That's the state of the world right now.
What you saying? Only the strong survive in the next. Okay,
man.
Okay.
Since the beginning of time, it's been a dog-eat-dog world. Period.
I think that's in the next decade. Yeah, what J Wall said is right. Only the obedient will survive, because if you have it, look, man, we all seen Demolition Man, where you was getting credited or discredited for shit that you said. They had recorders and surveillance and shit. If you littered, you got fined for it, and it instantly came out of your motherfucking account. Demolition Man, a classic motherfucking movie. Go watch.
Think about that. You get up, you get up in the middle of the night, take a big old piss. You get up in the middle of the night, take a big old piss, come around the corner in the dark and stub your toe, and you say, "Fuck!" You just lost like $10. Could you imagine living in a world like this?
Okay, so listen to this. We not gonna live like that. We're not gonna live that. Just imagine this. We already getting fined right now, right? And guess what? As a consequence, look, as a consequence of not paying your fine, you go to jail.
We ain't gonna never live in a world like that. But DARPA's creating fucking robots that's dancing to "Do You Love Me? Do you love?" Hey man, you better stop playing, man.
And that's gonna be the thing. That's gonna be the motherfuckers.
Man, that is not
getting them in line in the future. It ain't even gonna be a person.
Terminator's real, motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. Terminator's real. The Demolition Man's real. If you let all that shit happen, man, RoboCop's coming. Hey, man, fuck that shit. Digital currency, cash currency, and all the fucking vagina germs. Give me my paper currency and all of the pussy sweat, all the pussy juices on my dollars. I want to keep my dollars with pussy juices on it. Fuck digital currency.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to keep
This is
the
funny.
juice
This
on
way,
it and cocaine.
we get one new mutated SARS virus. Now you're scared of stripper money. You bitches. You bitches. All of you. Anybody scared of pussy money is bitches. And you don't deserve the money anyway. I hope you like jacking off to your VR girl because you fucking looked both ways and used all your turning signals and drove the speed limit all week, you fucking asshole.
You want to get rid of money because of fucking germs. Motherfucker, your immune system should fucking hate you.
All along, we got motherfuckers out here with a foot fetish. Motherfuckers would pay money to chew on toenails, but I can't spend a fucking Lucy for a cigarette? Go fuck yourself.
Hey man, they're gonna use COVID, but listen to the reports.
The pandemic
Hello?
is expected to cause a drastic decline in cash usage due to the risk of contamination.
And
you know, I mean, fuck, man. Okay, the flu don't get on dollars.
Man,
People's shitty fingers don't get on dollars. Cocaine don't get on dollars. I mean, fuck you. What? Come on.
It don't get on Bitcoin.
Live a
that's
little,
for
baby.
Sure.
Live a little. You know.
My thing is, hey, like Ace Ill said, man, an equal balance of both. I'm all for an equal balance of both. Let the little man work his way up to the digital. You know what I'm saying? If he can get there, so be it. But let that door be open for that. Don't completely make it to where it's a complete lockout. You know what I'm saying? I think a fair balance of both, which I think we already have right now, is okay. You know what I'm saying? Because that gives an opportunity for everybody to win. But when you talk about a completely cashless society, I do not. If you look at China, I don't know why, but I uploaded a video and it did not, for some reason. I uploaded a video about China and for some reason it did not show up. So, but China is 90% cashless now. And
they got social credit and all of that.
Their homelessness rate has skyrocketed.
They started running their trials for their social credit system in 2009.
Yeah, and they have a social credit system, which means that the way your demeanor, your attitude, and your decorum in public is being surveillanced, and you're being credited for it. You want a system this?
They have what they call credit scoring firms. So companies that just monitor your shit all day long.
Yeah, you got to pay your motherfucking water bill, but guess what? You got to pay $100 motherfucking dollars because you use the word fuck.
Yeah.
I got something for y'all.
You said the president sounds like a fucking asshole.
Okay, hold on. Go ahead.
A blue whale's vagina is so big and deep that 5 to 6 men can easily lay down in it, making it the world's next biggest pussy after people selling GME today. Thank you. Hold the line. Don't sell.
Hold the line. If you
hold it.
You selling? What the fuck?
Hold the line. Don't sell.
You know what you selling it looks like? The motherfuckers eating their popcorn walking out of the back of the Capitol. What'd you even do it for? You knew GameStop was fucking shit in the bed. You bought it all up to make a point. Now you sell it, you fucking pussy. God, people are retarded. Either do something to make a point, or don't fucking do it at all. Why waste your time? Why waste your time? Trust me, I didn't do it. Trust me, I didn't buy a fucking single share of shit. So, you know, I'm just watching you goofy motherfuckers do it.
Yeah,
but at least keep it at least keep it entertaining. Come on, the fuck. But here's the one thing that I do like about it. If you think about it, all this shit aside, these are a handful of companies, but the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
They can't. But here's the thing: you think they're going to leave a system in place that now they know what we can do? No way. There's going to be a lot more millionaires out here if so, because there's a lot more companies going to go down because they're going to keep trying to play their game. That's their game. But now if we can combat them at their game, and now masses of people can make some fucking good money, back and forth going against the hedge firms.
Spread the losses.
That would be dope if we could actually. That'd be dope if we could do that.
The whole idea of a hedge fund in reverse.
Man, us old folks, we, the older folks.
But it's not gonna happen. You know,
we don't matter.
What they'll do?
Because the millennials are going to bring in the digital currency. They do the most digital transactions out of all generation peer groups. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the millennials are going to. The millennials are doing. They're learning how to do the Bitcoin. They're learning how to do the digital stocks. They're learning how to. They're making the quick Amazon, quick PayPal, quick, you know what I'm saying, Cash App transactions. And we're, you know what I'm saying, we have to adapt to the evolution of the generation. So, you know, we jump on the wave too because it's there, you know what I'm saying, which, you know, it got to. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's going to be the
technology.
It's going to be our children.
That's the thing about technology, dude. Once technology is advanced enough and introduced and implemented, it doesn't go anywhere but farther in. They never back off of it. So like you said, Cash Apps, Venmo, Zella, things like that. We're already moving toward it. They're gradually. See, that's what they kind of do with things like this. They give you plenty of fucking fucking lube, plenty of lube at first, and then get you used to it, and the next thing you know, you're fucking bent up like a pretzel, son.
But hey, to your point,
why do you think porn's free? They get us ready for it.
Yeah. To your point, J-Wall, real quick. Check it.
The unprecedented surge in the demand for contactless payment has also shown outstanding performances from major companies offering cashless payment methods like Apple, Square, and PayPal.
See? I mean, that goes directly to your point.
Yeah.
You know.
And here's my thing. Honestly, I swipe a card in my day-to-day life for everything. My paycheck, bloop, magically appears every week on my card.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't do shit.
Too,
but like I said, the thought that I can't just dump an account, grab some clothes, and hit the road scares me. You know what I mean?
That's scary.
Like the fact that there's always somebody. Like right now, we're doing this. There's viewers, all this, but there's somebody else. YouTube itself is watching this in some capacity. You know what I mean? The man behind the mirror, the real Wizard of Oz, your phones, everything. So then when your money always has that dude behind the microscope looking at it, always. It's never buried no more. It's not underneath the doghouse anymore. It's not underneath the chicken coop at your grandma's house. It's not at the fucking chick's apartment down the street in the closet no more. It's always got an eye on it. Put that up again. It's always that eye is always on it, no matter what. Like I said, a bird in the hand used to be worth two in the bush.
Man, I just say
now it's all in the bush.
I don't know. I just say, like Il said, man. Like Il said earlier, man. A fair balance of both. You know what I'm saying? To me, ain't no robbery. But
I feel like that's what we have now.
And that's what I feel like we have now too. I think we're all in agreement.
If we could stay to now, that would be great.
But how long can we hold that system when we have other systems, other nations that are going completely cashless? And then we have to adapt. We have to adapt our transaction system to their new transaction system, how does that help us?
You know what?
You know what I mean? It's really complicated, man. I mean, I have to sit down and have a talk with you guys about this shit after the show. But it's just crazy, man.
I think honestly, bro, like the best thing we could do is hope that not too much changes. Because honestly, it's going that way, dude. Like, I mean, like China's already doing it. Like you said, other countries are already doing it. We're pretty much moving out of it. It's going to be inevitable at some time. So you just got to hope that when it does happen, you can be like, whew, and like look at everybody else like that was just some tinfoil hat shit. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, you know. Or it'll be exactly as bad as we think or worse, and we're like, well, here we are.
Up in fucking camps.
Here we are, fucked.
I
guess that's what you say at that point. Like, well, you know, what number am I now? My name is 01576 co whatever. Give me some of that shit in the bowl. Man. Give me some of that slop in the bowl and fucking get out of my face.
Yeah. Hey, man, only time will tell, and it's an hour and 40, man. We're gonna end this show right here, man. I like the conversation. This is another show that is gonna have a part 2 later on in the future of the Somebody Gotta Say This Shit podcast. We're gonna revisit this conversation surely because there's gonna be more news. Oh, thank you, Cutie with the booty. OnlyFans,
what?
You hoe. You know what I'm saying?
Look at
Thank you very much for that.
Made you on a motorboat, didn't it? Just let's get all in there.
Let me tell you something. We're having good interviews. Look, real quick, salute to Dottie Stacks again for a great interview. I keep watching that damn show because it's so fucking good from beginning to end. That was a great interview, and that interview was held on Ill's World Podcast. Make sure that you please go subscribe to Ill's World, Ace Ill Production, and that's where you can see Ill's World Podcast. And once again, thank you, Cutie dot with dot a dot booty on OnlyFans. She is the first lady of, yes, she's the first lady of the United Hard Hats of America. El Presidente is proud of that. And El Presidente has also gathered more ladies of UHOA for us, but that will be a conversation to be had on United Hard Hats of America podcast. Go subscribe. Please do so. And while you're at it, if you're watching this, you're watching the rebroadcast and you haven't already, subscribe to my shit. Somebody got to say this shit. And I think we did a good job, guys. I think there was a lot of more points we could have touched on, but the points that we did touch on, Cashless Society, I think we did a good job. And I appreciate you guys again for jumping on the panel and having this conversation, man. We just keeping these podcasts moving. I appreciate you for watching. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna leave y'all with one of my favorite little conspiracy clips that I've got to watch over the years. And then when this goes out, you're gonna hear my outro. Then we out this bitch. Everybody, somebody got to say this shit.
Peace.
I had a friend, Nick Rockefeller, okay, who was one of the Rockefeller family. And he, when I was running for governor in Nevada, he came to me, introduced himself to me through an attorney, and we became friends. We started talking about things, and I learned an awful lot from Mr. Rockefeller. And one of the things that we used to talk about was the ultimate plan of the banking industry, what they wanted to accomplish. And the goals of the banking industry, not just the Federal Reserve System, but the private banks in Germany and England, all over Italy, all over the world, they all work together. They're all central banks, and they're all part of the Communist Manifesto. You know, central banking is one of the major planks of the Communist Manifesto. We talk about America being a capitalistic country, but yet at the same time we have a central bank that plans everything for us, right? And
somebody gotta say this shit, so piss a bitch. Fuck your government. I'm hesitant to holler out that I'm in. I represent hollow points and Mac tears. Don't think through shots coming out of them. Last thing that you see is Nat Turner's grin. I'm a savage, not your average white boy, my friend. We ain't shooting. Fuck red, white, and blue. Earth they nerve like militias in the booth. Spit that word like the wisdom in the tooth. Get that herb like I need a blunt or two. Fuck y'all all, each and every one of you. You niggas wanna stay asleep. Fuck you motherfuckers too. All you niggas ain't loyal.